Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA. My name is Seamus Brady and today I'm giving my match review and reaction to Cork winning once again in the Allianz Hurling League, this time over Galway by 126 to 23 points. They qualify for the league semi-final with a game in hand. But before I get on to my actual reaction to the game and my review of it, Paul Shefflin, the younger brother of Kilkenny legend and Galway hurling manager Henry Shefflin, he has passed away suddenly at the age of 41. He played for Ballyhale Shamrocks. He won 6 Kilkenny Senior Hurling Championships, 4 Leinster Club Senior Hurling Championships, and 3 All-Ireland Club Hurling Championships. He captained the Kilkenny Miners to Leinster Glory in 1998. He played alongside Henry on the WIT hurling team that won the Fitzgibbon Cup in 1999. Paul Shefflin, of course, as I mentioned, Henry Shefflin's brother, he's passed at the age of 41. From myself, from Luke, from the two of us here at Play on GAA, our deepest condolences to Henry Shefflin and, of course, to all the Shefflin family and to everyone feeling the grievance of this loss. Rest in peace, Paul Shefflin. Ayeshtay Goranam. As for the game itself, of course, Cork looking very impressive right from the beginning. They made a fast start, 2 points to nil up before the third minute had even hit us. On that third minute, Dara Fitzgibbon got the ball, ran down the touchline, which is becoming a real trademark of his. He ran along the end line. Goal chance, well saved by Éanna Murphy. Came out, made himself big and saved it from Fitzgibbon. There were a lot of wides early in the game. That's one thing I noticed. A lot of wayward shooting from distance. Eventually, it really picked up. Now, I know the Cork have won, but really the thing that's got to come out of this league is where do teams set now? And are Galway in a better place coming out of the league than they were going in? And in my opinion, they absolutely are. Ronan Glennon is such a find for them at midfield. He hit 5 points from midfield today. And Tom Monaghan as well at wing forward is just growing into that position more every day. Jack Hastings is another good find for them. So too is Jack Grealish. So I think Galway will be pretty happy with how their league has gone. For Cork, they look like they're getting so much more consistent and confident with this short passing. Patrick Collins is really becoming such a huge player for them. It starts with him. The system starts with him. The opening quarter was pretty back and forth. Patrick Horgan, pointed a free on 11 minutes. And then Glennon responded straight away. That made a 5-3. Then Robbie O'Flynn responded to that. Then Cathal Mannion pointed from a tight angle. Then Patrick Horgan turned over Johnny Conan, put the ball straight over the bar. Then a point for Galway. Then there was a scuffle between Robert Downey and Tom Monaghan on the sideline. And from it, Horgan pointed a free. 8 points to 5 in favour of Cork. Jack Hastings responded on the 22nd minute. That made it 8-6. And then on 26 and a half minutes, Patrick Horgan broke through. The ball kind of broke along the ground. Horgan gets there first, pulls it through a number of Galway defenders, picks it up and puts it in the back of the net past Éanna Murphy. 1 goal and 8 points to 7 points. That was a huge moment for Cork. It ended up being one of the key moments in them going on to get the victory. Mark Coleman hit a lovely point on 33 minutes. And Gavin Lee hit the last point of the half. A late Galway burst kind of saw them go in. 5 points down. Cork won 13. Galway 11 points. Early in the second half, Galway hit the first point. Then Jerry Millerick responded with a great point on 38 minutes. Tom Monaghan pointed after for Galway. In the 42nd minute, Seamus Hannity punished a Galway mistake that made it 115 to 13 points. Joseph Cooney came in off the bench then for Jack Hastings. He pointed with his first touch. Conor Lehan made another appearance for Cork. He came back in for Jack O'Connor. He won a free straight away, which Horgan converted 116 to 14 points. And then Darren Morrissey fouled Seamus Hannity and Horgan converted another free, 117 to 14 points. And this was on 46 and a half minutes. And at this stage, I knew Cork were going to win. Galway didn't once threaten a goal. I mean, they had Conor Whelan inside and they really never used him. Compared to how Cork used Patrick Horgan, Galway never used Conor Whelan. The only time they really hit the ball into him was in the 58th minute. He got out in front and he took on Darragh O'Leary and put it over the bar, 121 to 19 points. Up until that stage, it had just really been Horgan hitting the points. Apart from the 52nd minute, Mark Coleman hit a boomer of a point from centre half back. That made it 119. to 16 points. On 54.5 minutes, Éanna Murphy made a brilliant save from Luke Meade. He was set up by Seamus Hannity after Hannity was put through by a brilliant pass. I think it was from either Fitzgibbon or Coleman or Robbie O'Flynn, but I think it was a green helmet anyway. And then, yeah, Cork just kind of played out the rest of the game. Some frees from Patrick Horgan, a lovely Dara Fitzgibbon point on 66 minutes. By the way, Dara Fitzgibbon looks absolutely back to his best in midfield, which is fantastic news for Cork, because in 2018, Fitzgibbon was unbelievable. If they can get that Fitzgibbon back, they got one of the best midfielders in the country. Right at the end, Tim O'Mahony hit a gorgeous point from deep. That was Cork's last point. And then Tadgh Killeen, the wing back for Galway, who is another find for Galway. He hit Galway's last point, 126 to Cork, 23 points to Galway. It finishes. So, yeah, he'll be happy coming out of this. I think both sides, to be honest, it's not the worst thing in the world for Galway that they lost this game. I mean, they're not going to get relegated. Cork, they'll be delighted. I mean, they know it's only the league, but my God, they're putting their best foot forward. Patrick Horgan, one man of the match. He hit a goal and 13 points, so he's as sharp as ever. For Galway, I think the thing they need to focus on more going into championship is how to use Conor Whelan more, because they just didn't use him. They just didn't hit the ball into him. I think they're a lot more dangerous when they give Conor Whelan the ball. He's one of the best inside forwards in the country. So that doesn't make sense to me why you wouldn't give the ball to him. But they have their ways. So that is the play on GAA. Match review of Cork versus Galway. Finished Cork 126, Galway 23 points. Cork into the Allianz Hurling League semi-final with a game to spare. Very impressive by Kieran Kingston's side. For Galway, not too much of a setback. They continue to improve, continue to look good. The likes of Ronan Glennon, Tadgh Killeen, the likes of Tom Monaghan. These lads are coming into an already established side with the likes of Daithí Burke, Pádraig Mannion and Conor Whelan. So it'll be very interesting to see how they look come championship. Guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for all the other content here on Play on GAA across the channel. And until next one, guys, take care.